So I think that the biggest leap is going to be Javon Kinlaw from on defense.
First of all, Jack Hammer, because I asked him a question similar to this yesterday. He gave pretty much the exact same answer. He thinks Javon Kinlaw is the guy who's going to make that major jump in production this year.
I think that is absolutely going to be the case. You have a rookie that came in. Again, go back to your own personal experience of what it's like in a new building, and now take COVID and add that to the situation. You didn't get any sort of a regular off season. Life was stressful as hell last year.
Yes.
I mean, I know personally, I had days where I felt like I was going to lose it. I think pretty much everyone did, right? It was stressful.
I was smack dab in the middle of my sophomore year at college.
Oof.
And literally the world quite literally ends. So everyone has to adjust. And for a professional athlete who makes so much out of entertainment and being the star, that mentality, just having all of that taken away from you, and then the normal off season taken away from you, the normal preparation taken away from you. I mean, there's this constant joke among people who are all in this college age group with me that, we're going to be the doctors who are searching WebMD as we have our patients sitting there with us, right? Because the experiences we're having is nothing like the experience anyone's ever had in college. So for these guys who are adjusting to the NFL, I can't even imagine that life adjustment, let alone that professional adjustment.
No, I mean, yes, it is very difficult to fathom without having gone through it. And to me, that dog mentality comes through for him. He is the guy that the squirrel pick. I love it. I don't understand anyone who wants to jump on that and make fun of it. Like, to me, that's a great personality. That's exactly who you want in a dude that's in the trenches. And don't knock it till you try it, right? It probably tastes like chicken. So yes, I love Kinlaw. He's a physical beast. Typically physical players of that type have an easier time adjusting because physical always translates, right? Speed, it depends. Physicality on the football field almost always translates to success, and he seems to have it.
Yeah, I think specifically with Kinlaw, he's going to benefit from this new defense that we're going to see from DeMeco Ryans. The thing that I've held on to the most, and I've mentioned it a bunch of times, is that DeMeco wants to create pressure outside of the pass rush. He wants to get creative. He wants to use safeties, use corners, use linebackers in more intuitive ways so that they can create artificial pressure similar to what we were seeing Robert Saleh do at the end of last season with this team. So when you talk about that, that's only going to benefit a guy like Javon Kinlaw, who's getting all the attention in the world drawn to him when your Nick Bosa's go down and when you have so many changes along your defensive line. So I think, yeah, Javon Kinlaw, if he's ever going to have a great season and he's going to come out and show what he was worth and prove that he was worthy of that pick that we took him at, this would be the season to do it to me.
Yep. And 49ers fans need to realize that it's not his fault that we selected him with a pick that we got trading away Buckner, right?
That's
so that comparison isn't really fair. Buckner was a higher pick, was a more touted prospect, and so obviously was more polished coming out of college. And the Niners made a business decision, right? And that shouldn't reflect on Kinlaw. Unfortunately, we're emotional beings and we tend to attach our emotion from one thing to another.
I think this is just a media thing really quick. If you look at what the Monday morning quarterback, that was switched over to Albert Breer from Peter King, right? And there was this whole mentality that people had with it, like, oh, it's not going to be the same this and that and this. But you have to understand that it's not just because it's the same label doesn't mean it's going to be the same one-to-one comparison.
That's right.